Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made this look on this eye. I wanted to do an orange halo look and it kind of makes me think of a jack-o'-lantern. The palette I'm going to be using for this is the Morphe and James Charles palette. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you are not subscribed, you should hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, let's get into it. Using an E18 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Rusted. And I'm going to put this shade on the outer third and on the inner third. And this is just going to be that intermediate shade that I'm wanting on both corners. To blend that shade out and start shaping how I want the eyeshadow to look, I'm going to use the shade 518 with a small blending brush. And then I'm just going to start making the shape of the eyeshadow with this brush. Usually when I start blending shades out, I usually go where the most color is and start blending out in the shape that I'm wanting. So like I like when my eyeshadow kind of wings out towards the end. So that's what I'm doing with this 518, and then I'm just kind of bringing it in. Then for the inside, I'm starting at the majority of that Rusted shade and I'm slowly starting to blend that up. Now because I don't like a lot of eyeshadow in my inner corner, I tend to stay really close to the eyelid and not blend up too much. And then to start creating the halo part of this, I just take some of that product that's already there, just start blending over and kind of bridging those two sides together. I hope that makes sense. But just kind of bridging those sides together because I don't want a lot of color on this top part. I just want a blended bridge. Really hope that makes sense. And I'm leaving that middle part of my eyelid clean just because that's where the shimmer is gonna go. And this keeps me from having to use like any cleaning to clean it up. I do want this orange that's blended out on this bridge that I'm making to be a little bit more yellow orange than what's on the two sides. So I'm taking the shade B and I'm tapping off a lot of the extra and I'm just lightly blending that in and across because I want this to just have a slight yellow. And I'm just kind of blending it everywhere. That way that yellow gets diffused. To slowly start darkening that outer and inner corner of the halo, I'm gonna go into the shade Boutique with this E18 brush. I'm gonna place it in the same spots that I placed that Rusted shade. Then taking that small blending brush that I blended out the Rusted shade with, I'm just gonna start slowly blending out that Boutique shade in the same manner. So I got my eyelashes done yesterday and I can't get them wet for like 24 hours. So I waited until this morning to take a shower. That way the glue can set and my eyelashes didn't fall out. And I was like brushing them out because if you don't like know anything about extensions, like you should brush them out with like a little spoolie just so they don't get all tangled because they're longer than your like natural lashes. So you're supposed to kind of keep them brushed out and that just keeps them from getting tangled and getting stuck together. And I noticed that in this one, there was like, I don't know if it was like a piece of fuzz or like a dog hair or something from like when I slept. Because I have a dog and a cat, but my dog is like a mix of brown, white, and black. But I had a piece of fuzz like stuck in one of my eyelashes and it was like stuck because the glue had set around it. And I had to pull it out, which I'm sure the person that does my eyelashes would not appreciate that, but I didn't want to walk around with this like piece of fuzz in my eyelashes. But I thought it was kind of funny because it was just chilling there and I was like, well, I'm either gonna have just a white eyelash or I'm gonna get this out. And I was able to get it out without actually affecting any of my lashes. I guess it just kind of stuck to the glue around my lashes. But it was kind of funny. Adding a little bit more of that Boutique shade. It's not as dark as I was wanting it to be. Since it's getting close to Halloween, last year near Halloween, I guess it's like a black light activated or something. It's just these glow-in-the-dark lashes. I got them done last year and I got these glow-in-the-dark orange lashes last year and it was so cool because we had a Halloween party and my husband got some black lights to put in our ceiling lights and our bathroom lights and everything. So like our whole house had black lights. So the whole time I was walking around, my eyelashes were like glowing. It was just like on the outer third, so it wasn't like my whole lash. Don't think I'm gonna do it again this year, but I might do something else. I'm not for sure. For like the longest time I did couple pink lashes throughout my black ones, so like there would be like a peak of pink in there. I did that for like the longest time because my favorite color is pink, but because I started doing YouTube videos, I went back to black because I get them done every 2 weeks. So if I like made a decision for like one video, then the rest of them, any like other makeup look that I did wouldn't really make any sense unless I just did it around those lashes. So I stopped doing it, but I don't know, man, I miss it. Because I love getting my lashes done differently like that. It was so fun. Going back into that B shade again, I'm gonna go over these shades to kind of put that yellow back in. Using that E18 brush again, I'm gonna go into the shade Spooky. This is the black shade in this palette, and I'm gonna place that black shade in the same spots that I placed Boutique and Rusted. But I'm gonna place an even lighter amount because this black is really, really black and it will take over this look really quickly, so I have to be very careful. Going in with that same small blending brush, I'm gonna blend this black out in a similar manner that I blended everything else out. The only difference with this one is I'm gonna do it a little bit more careful, and I'm not gonna go across the bridge until it's very blended out because I don't want it to be too dark across the bridge of my halo look. And really with this, I'm kind of sticking the brush on top of that color and just kind of blending in a little circle on it. That way it starts diffusing that black very slowly. I love using black eyeshadow for a look, but it can really make or break a look. And I feel like it made this look, so I like the black in this one. Something else exciting that I wanted to mention to you guys is I finally hit 700 subscribers, and my goal for the end of this year is to hit 1,000. So I am 300 away, and I am about a little over 3 months away from the rest of this year. So if I can just get like 100 subscribers every month, then I could hit my goals. So if you guys are not subscribed and you're still here watching this and you like my makeup, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can see more of my videos. I'm really excited because hitting 1,000 subscribers would be like, so like to be monetized, you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and then get a certain amount of watch hours for either your shorts or your long videos, which is this video. So this is counted as a long video. And then like the shorts, I know a lot of people are on TikTok. I don't know how many people are on YouTube shorts, but it's just like the TikTok version of YouTube videos. So it'll be really, really cool to be able to hit one of those monetizing steps. Now that that black is diffused down a little bit, I'm gonna go back in again and I'm just gonna place a little bit more because I want it to be darker on this inner and outer corner. You can see in this one how it's more dark there. That's what I'm trying to get here. I'm just going back in with that blending brush, just going to blend this out the same way. I'm not gonna worry too much about what's underneath right here just because I will be cleaning it up with a wipe. This is why I always do my base last. That way I can clean up any fallout or any like sharp lines that I want to create. Taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush, some of my Morphe brushes don't have numbers on them, so I'm just kind of describing what they are. This is just like a regular fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I just use this with no extra product on it and just kind of go over everything. I just think this helps blend all of those shades together. Now the shimmer that I based like all of this off of is called Halloween, and it's just this really pretty orange shimmer shade. And I know it's not like a big pop of color that you would probably see with a normal halo look, but I really just wanted to have like a monochrome halo look. Didn't really care to have a big pop of color in the center, but I wanted to do a look around this shimmer shade, and I just think it's so pretty, and I think it's fitting since Halloween is coming up soon. And I think the black kind of contrasts it enough to kind of make it pop. To kind of help bring that shimmer out more, I'm gonna wet a flat eyeshadow brush and use some setting spray, and then go back into that shade and just place it over top of what I'd already placed. And this will just add another layer of that shimmer shade. Using that E18 brush, again, I'm gonna go into the shade Boutique, and I'm just going to place these back down to kind of blend that shimmer, because I want that shimmer to just be in the middle and the rest of the shades to kind of blend into it. So I'm just placing these back on top. Taking that 518 orange shade with that small blending brush, I'm gonna just use this to blend that Boutique back out. This will be like a faster process just because I'm not adding as much. This is just to kind of put that shimmer shade in the center and kind of reposition what might have got messed up. I'm not gonna add any more black. With this one, I did do the black over top, but that's because I added the black after the shimmer and then I added it before on this eye. I'm gonna take this clean blending brush that I used before and just blend out everything. So I think if I add too much more black, that it'll be too much. And again, this fluffy brush doesn't have any new product on it. I'm just using it to blend out what's already there. And I'm not really touching that shimmer shade because since it is kind of like since it's not like a loose shimmer, it's more of like a packed shimmer. I'm not really for sure the technical terms on it. I know there's specific terms it's used, and because it's like packed in something, it's not loose, so it will blend out with the rest of the eyeshadow. So I want to be careful around that area. I'm gonna clean this up and then I'm gonna do a winged liner. So I'll be right back after doing that. This is what it looks like with being cleaned up and the eyeliner. I'm going to do my base and then I'll come back to finish everything. I'm back and I finished my base and I also finished this eye, so I'm gonna finish this one. Taking a 562 brush with that rusted shade, I'm gonna blend this underneath of my eye. I'm also gonna take some 518 and also blend that under my eye, just over top of that rusted shade, and just blend those two together. Taking that 213 brush, I'm gonna go the outer side right up against my waterline with that spooky shade. I'm also gonna go on the inner side, and I'm just gonna match what I did on top. Taking that 562 brush with no new product on it, I'm just gonna blend that black out. Taking that flat eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna take the shade Halloween, and again, just match what I did on the top and just put it on the center underneath of my lower lash. Off camera, I'm gonna do tight lining, waterline, and my mascara. For both the tight line and waterline, I'm gonna use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean, and then for mascara, I'm gonna use the Benefit They're Real mascara. I also did an inner corner kind of wing thing with the NYX Epic ink liner. This is also what I use for my winged liner. I forgot to mention that. For highlighter, I'm gonna use a shade out of the Morphe James Charles palette, and it's called Literally, and it's this really pretty like pinky orange shimmer shade, and I thought it would be a really good highlighter shade to go with this. And I'm just using like a Bella Lash brush that I got with my eyelash shampoo. I'm just gonna put that on my brow bone. And then I'm also going to use this brush to highlight my nose. And this is kind of sheer, which is kind of what I wanted. So it doesn't really show up too dark, but it gives it kind of like a peachy orange tinge, which I thought would be cute. Using a 510 brush, I'm going to put this on my cheekbone and just kind of blend it up into my brow bone, and also put it on the highlighted point of my forehead. And I've already done the rest of my highlight everywhere else. Now that the face is completely done, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray in Ultra Matte. For lip liner, I'm gonna use the Kylie Jenner True Brown K lip liner. I'm gonna take like a flat, this is a e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend this lip liner out because I want it to kind of blend into the nude shade that I have. For lipstick, I'm gonna use the Warm Taupe Matte Lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just gonna put this like on the center. I'm gonna kind of like rub my lips together to kind of blend it in. To kind of help blend out those edges, I'm gonna take that same brush, just kind of blend it out. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and help me get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. It's one of my big goals that I'm trying to hit. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time, bye.